I put trench warfare general in there because it does feel like being in the trenches for a very long time, and being in crypto in this crazy world for, I don't know, decade and a half, 15 years, whatever. It does feel like the trenches. But today, we're out of the trenches. We are at Crossroads. We're at round 3 here in Turkey. So from the welcome speech earlier, of course. But I want to introduce you all to essentially what we do. Now, we came up with this word called introducing Step Group. Step Group is actually a bunch of companies, including where you're at right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And yeah, essentially, we're gonna get into it. So Step Group, what is it? Well, essentially, Solana needs strong brands. And Step Finance, so we started in Solana. We were literally the third project, I think, that ever came into existence in Solana. So there was us, there was Serum, Radium, and then it was us, basically. So what was that, 2021 second hackathon that's still alive. I mean, there were some other protocols, but I think they all blew up. But we were, back then, it was a very different world. Solana was just another thing. And we started as a portfolio manager. So that's what Step is. Essentially, the Step product, Step Finance, the core product, is a portfolio manager dashboard. It shows you all of your positions. We integrate with literally every single protocol. So that's why we kind of know everyone in the community, right? Because we've been literally integrating their particular protocol, their IDLs, their closed system, whatever, to put it into the dashboard for the last 4 years. So we have really good connections with everyone, but it's really just, the Step dashboard is one place to see all your positions of your wallet. That's what it is. You connect your wallet, you might have staking going on Jito, you might have a perp position on Drift, you might have a crazy options protocol somewhere else, you might have, I don't know, some other thing, NFTs, and instead of having 26 different tabs open, you can just have one, and you just connect it to the Step dashboard. So that's the core product. All Stars is another one. We're going to get into all of these different ones. All Stars, we got some All Stars in the community as well. So in-person events all around the world, 6 different continents. We're really rocking it. And I'll get into some of those. We've got Remora as well. Very exciting, new acquisition. A lot of these companies that we've actually acquired over the years. Solana Floor. Solana Floor is Solana's largest media company. In fact, probably the largest media company in crypto at the moment. I'm pretty sure we outperform CoinDesk and a lot of these other ones. They're kind of stuck in the past in the Ethereum land, and no one cares about that anymore. So Solana Floor is doing really well. And of course, Crossroads here. So this is round 3, and this is in-person events here in Istanbul, Turkey. So, Step, we make data accessible. We're one of the most used portfolio apps for the last 4 years. Integrations with all the Solana ecosystem. We've got APIs for different data. So if you're looking for past protocol-specific data, transaction histories, I mean, you can go to a block explorer. Okay, let's say you want to get, I don't know, tax information for like 2 years ago. How are you going to do that? How are you going to know how many transactions that you did? What were you actually doing? Where the money is actually going? You can go to a block explorer. It's not going to tell you anything, because they can list the transactions, but they can't tell you what this TXID did because they're not actually integrated with that particular contract to know what the hell's going on. So it could be a staking transaction, or it could be you paid back a loan in Camino or something like that. But pretty much nowhere else in the entire Solana ecosystem will tell you that except the Step dashboard. We've got wallet tools. We've been doing buybacks for like 3 years, and yeah, we pioneered call options for rewards. So very cool. So definitely go and check out Step. In the future, we're looking for more APIs. We're going to be doing different types of... We've been indexing on-chain data for a couple of years now, and we have a really incredible sort of back-end infrastructure for all of that. So servicing things like the price of an LP 2 years ago on Radium. A lot of people want that kind of data. It literally doesn't exist anywhere. You can't get it anywhere. Doesn't matter who's selling data APIs, nobody has it, because it's actually a really hard problem to solve for. So we've been doing a lot of work there, and more tools, streamlining the wallet experience, and very exciting things coming up there. Now, Solana Floor, you might know Solana Floor. It's on Twitter. As I said, Solana's largest and biggest media company. And look, we've got actually some of the journalists here as well in the audience. Some of them have been running panels. We have interviews happening right now with some of the core founders in the ecosystem. So we're doing video content. And as it says here, growing video content on X and YouTube, that's been an initiative of the last, let's say, like 6 months. We've been trying to grow the representation on X and YouTube. I think we've been doing pretty well on that front. We've broken a few really important stories. Some posts get like 1 million impressions, something like that, which is great. But essentially, we've also got guides for onboarding. We want it to be that place where you get Solana information. Right, and when you Google Solana, or at least a lot of new people Googling Solana, okay, what's a wallet? Like, where do I get it? How does staking work? All this kind of stuff. We've got all of that on Solanaful as well as the news. And the news is still the core philosophy there. Future, bigger team. If you're a journalist in the audience, hit us up. We want to hire more people. So yeah, Solanaful is doing very well, and also getting your word out. If you're an app or you have some sort of project or something, get in contact with Solanaful, because we have really big reach across all of the world, and especially the Solana ecosystem. We can help promote your app there. So more content and written and video as well, which is going to be awesome. Crossroads, biggest community conference. 6 months offset to Breakpoint. So we try and keep it at an offset to Breakpoint. Breakpoint, obviously, largest Solana conference done by the foundation. When we say we're the largest Solana community conference, that's because the foundation's not involved in any of this, right? And it's literally our team that's been running it. So we've been doing this for 3 years. As I said in my welcome speech, like we really just want to grow the Solana ecosystem. That's why we do it. It's community run, not foundation. Regional mini conferences. That's another cool thing, is we're looking at doing Crossroads in different countries as well. We've already done like mini ones for 1,000 people in Venezuela and Nigeria, which is awesome. So we're going to keep that going. And yeah, more in Turkey as well, of course. So the future, more regional mini conferences. I think this is probably the go. And we already have the All-Stars network to power a lot of that. So what is the All-Stars network? Well, it's the world's biggest crypto event organization. That's a big claim, but it literally is. We have 10,500 people every month going to All-Stars events. That's 2x Breakpoint. So put that in, think on that for a minute. Everyone is excited for 6 months. Yo, Breakpoint, we've got 5,000 people going. Awesome, love it. Breakpoint's cool. We have 2x that every single month going to all of our different events. We have 100 events all around the world in 6 different countries. And essentially, we're onboarding people to crypto. That's what it's all about. It's educational content. It's not shilling stuff. It's literally telling people how to use the different protocols, different projects. Different projects are advertising with us. I remember in the bear market, some DeFi protocols had like 25 daily active users, 25. And these are like the big lenders that today have billions in TVL, but they had like 25 users. So look, if we can introduce your app to 10,000 people next month, well, hey, that's got to be worth something. So we have sponsors for All-Stars as well, which is really cool. But that really helps it make it sustainable. We have our amazing ambassadors as well. We've got a booth outside for All-Stars. We've got some of our ambassadors from the different countries from around the world. But they're doing a great job. And essentially, we're growing an army. So it's like, okay, we got 10,500 attendees every month. Okay, what about 20,000? When do we get to that? And that's what we're pushing for this year in the next 12 months. What happens when we get to 30,000? Then we have actual sort of quite large marketing power in that, because those 10,000, 20, 30,000 people, they will go introduce 5 friends, they tweet about it, they have 100 followers each. That's some big reach that can get out there. So if you want to get your product in front of people, All-Stars is one of the best ways to do it. And what does the future look like? Well, 1 to 2 more countries. Our most recent country is Indonesia. Very excited about that. I love Indonesia, great place. We're starting there in Jakarta, and we're going to be expanding to some of the other cities all around, probably Java to begin with, but elsewhere. Population 240 million, something like that. It's a big country. We can do a lot of events there, I think. So very excited about that. And there's maybe space for maybe 1 or 2 more countries that are going to come online soon. So we're currently investigating that. And Theptilla, wherever she's at, if she's in the audience, everyone go and talk to Thep, because she's onboarding people to be country managers and stuff like that. So if you're interested, definitely get in touch. Scaling existing countries. Some of our countries, they do, 50 events a month, something like that. Crazy. So sometimes they do a lot in each month. So very, very cool. And we do the mini events as well. So the 1,000 people, let's say once a quarter, something like that. We get together and we have a lot of people for that. So all about onboarding. Now, talking about onboarding, another thing, an initiative. So in terms of acquisitions, Solana Floor was an acquisition. We've Also, Remora has been one of our recent acquisitions. We also acquired Sol Bulletin as well, and the team now for that actually work on Solana floor and do the news. But Remora is all about tokenizing stonks on chain. This is something everyone wants. I get it. I know. Soon, don't worry. Acquired late 2024. We announced it. There's a separate team working on it, separate company called Remora. We're hoping for a Q2 launch. We did say Q1, but we want to make sure everything's perfect. That's the main kind of thing. We've got to make sure the tech is aligned. We've got to make sure compliance is aligned, all this kind of stuff. RWAs are coming, whether people like it or not. Stocks will be coming on chain, whether people like it or not. They don't currently exist on chain. Most of the RWAs are all tokenized treasuries. There's lots of, I think, a couple billion at least on tokenized treasuries on chain. But the next will be stocks. How Remora works is essentially you won't be legal owner of the stocks, aka you won't have voting rights or you won't be getting dividends, but you will have price exposure. So that's the idea. And once they're trading on chain, they're trading 24/7. Stock markets are only open 5 days a week during New York hours. So you'll be able to trade on chain at any time. And that's super cool. That means it's opened up to literally the entire world. So good for everyone. And yeah, look, we got some examples here as well. Tesla, MSTR, Microsoft, Apple, all these kind of things. Price, exposure, proof of reserves. We were talking about stable coins before. How do stablecoins prove that they're legit? Well, they have to prove their reserves. They have to prove that they have a bank account backing the money, or they have to prove some sort of, if they're a derivative protocol, how they actually do it. But we just follow the same concept, right? You have 100 Tesla coins in circulation. Well, there has to be 100 Tesla stocks owned somewhere. So proof of reserves is also going to be important. So the future for that, hopefully Q2 launch, pending review. And yeah, we really want to bring that to people as soon as possible. So when people talk about STEP, we've had people over the years like, STEP, the portfolio manager thing. Well, we're actually a group of companies now. We're actually more than just the portfolio manager. So we want to do things to grow the ecosystem. We literally spend millions to do all of this. We don't have to, but we want to. But we do this because we actually care about growing crypto in all these different countries around the world. So yeah, all the profits go back to the step holders of what we do. That's been transparent on chain for the last 3 years. You can look up the address. It's literally in our docs. And yeah, got to make crypto accessible to the world. So thanks, and GM. If you have any questions, we got a booth outside. Very much thank all of you to coming to Crossroads to make it happen. So yeah, very excited, and come and hit me up if you got any questions. Peace.